All right. Welcome back to another episode of Tell Us Your Testimony. I'm your host, Alex Kempe with Archangel Recovery and Reintegration Ministries. And today we have.
Cara.
Hi, Cara. What are you doing today?
Good.
Excellent. So the first question that we always ask is, give us a quick overview of your testimony and what brought you to where you are today.
So, a lot of abuse and like what brought me into recovery is basically lying to the guy who trafficked me and to get away from him after multiple times of trying to get away from him before. Every time before this time he would find me and it would get worse every time. Then I had a PO through Kenny Ohio County, and I got pulled over for driving under the influence, and she found out about it because it was through Stearns County, and she asked me if I needed help, and I go, not really, and then she told me what was gonna happen when court comes for it. So I went ahead and done what the assessment and stuff. And then when I did my assessment, they wanted two people that know me, and I thought I picked the two people that didn't really know what was really going on. They didn't know to the extent of it, but they knew something, and with their help, my PO found out what was going on, and she told me, like, I asked her if she can help me get out of there, out of the situation I'm in. She didn't know the full extent either. Um, I asked her if she can call me when I get home around a certain time when he is home, so I have it on speaker to either pick jail time or treatment, and I picked. She called me. I picked treatment, even though he told me all I needed to do is be isolated at his place. But finally, because I was at the wits of the end of getting hurt from him. Either it was going into treatment or suicide.
Mm. So what I hear is that your journey started with getting trafficked, which led you into an addiction, which led you into more trafficking, which led you further into your addiction, which finally came to a head through the judicial system. You finally got no.
Yeah, that to help me get out of it.
That's what I'm saying. So you went to the judicial system, and you were able to get some help from your PO, right? That was able to get you on track with getting away from the individual that had been abusing you and selling you off.
Yeah,
That's a tough piece of life to swallow.
I've been away from that for about 7 years now.
About 7 years. Okay. Excellent.
And then I went through the whole treatment, and when I was in my outpatient treatment, my outpatient treatment counselor, May, in Painesville, helped me be ready to process getting just justice against him. And even though it wasn't when and then COVID happened, so it took a while.
Yeah.
But it did happen. When um right before, also that's when I met my best friend is at in that outpatient, Travis. And when it was the trial, coming up to the trial, but there was gonna be pre-trial and then trial. And so I know how he is in the past with the when I tried to get him in trouble before, he would always have me kidnapped before he got to trial. So Travis hid me out at his place for a couple weeks, and the trial happened. But he was getting. I thought I was getting slapped in the face and not getting justice, and with carpal tunnel surgery and everything, I relapsed to heroin and fentanyl, and for about a year, and Travis was pushing me to get help, and I finally got help. Went to inpatient treatment in Granite detox first, and then the inpatient part.
Where is that, Project Turnabout?
Yeah.
Project Turnabout.
And then I came to St. Cloud for Friday first.
Yeah. And how long ago was that?
About almost 3 years ago. I moved
Amen. Here. Amen. So
I got my 3 years in July, but
fantastic.
When I moved here, it was about 2.5.
Yeah, but since you went into Project Turnabout and the detox and everything else, it's been 3 years. That's absolutely fantastic. So then let me follow up question with this. What brought you to Archangel Ministry?
To help out and give back to the community, because the thing that I like to use is the kindness that you put out in the world always has a way of coming back to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So for many of you that don't know, Cara isn't necessarily one of our participants. She is able to utilize some of the resources that are here now, but she didn't come to us as a participant. But she is staying with us as a volunteer. Just so you guys are aware of where this story is going. So not necessarily a partner, a participant, but she is a volunteer here, and she does have a story and a testimony that she was sharing, so that others that are out there struggling with addiction and being trafficked and being stuck in those types of cesspools in life, that there is a way out, and not just a way out, but there's a way for you to give back, and that's what she's showing, and that's why we wanted to interview her, so that you guys can get some hope from maybe the lives that you're in right now, to know that there's a way out, first off, and we'd be happy to help you out with that, as well as there's something that you can do to ensure that this destruction of our society with the human trafficking that's been transpiring over the last decade or two, it gets knocked down. and goes away. And the only way we can do that is if we all stand together, united, saying no more of this, and we're coming after you, predators, and we're coming after you that are trying to take advantage of those that are struggling in life in the first place, and then capitalizing on that. We ain't got time for that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, not necessarily did you take advantage of any services, but you do now, right?
Yeah.
You get some food from the food pantry,
clothing
from the clothing closet,
and furnishing for my apartment.
yeah,
Yeah.
and community,
Yeah.
right? Everybody that I've interviewed thus far keeps leaving that out, but it's one of the biggest components of who we are.
Yeah.
We're a community.
Yeah.
Right? We're not just a shop that you come to and then you walk away from. This is something that we're building that has longevity. It's us being interconnected in life.
/ like family.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how I see it, more than family than community and unity, so we can together we can help one more person to, or two, or whatever that comes through the doors to get out of addiction.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that. So beyond so some of these questions that I'm asking that are a little similar to the ones that I've asked other people that have been participants, but what does it mean, do you think, to the community to have the support that we offer here at Archangel Ministry?
So I would say it helps show the community that there's programs out there for homeless and for to get out of homeless and addiction and get on the right path and get the help that they need with at all the services that we provide here. And like when we help them find a place, their own place, we can help them furnish it as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Because it's another one of our programs is we have a storage locker that we collect donated items, household items that we can then share with the community, that those that are trying to get into their own place that maybe don't have the financial means to be able to furnish the place or to fill it with stuff that's needed. So that's another thing that we are always looking for is good, gently used household items and stuff of that nature that we can hold on to until we get somebody else into the next place. What do you believe it would do to the community if the resource center failed to exist?
Um, I would say it would deteriorate like resources for homeless and addiction for the people that need it. Like, if we weren't here, they wouldn't have a place to come and hang out instead of in the cold or get help what they need.
Right. Because we are a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
They come here with a problem, we help them solve it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, right? It doesn't matter what it is. We've had people come in for judicial or legal issues. Yeah. We've had people that have come in for housing issues. We've had people come in for addiction issues. We've had people come in because they just don't know where else to go. Yeah. Food needs and clothing needs and laundry needs and shower needs and locker needs, and I mean the list goes on, right? Because we aren't just a place where you come and we send you off somewhere else. We walk alongside of them to ensure that they are getting what they need, right? And that's what's beautiful about it.
And for the advocate for them, so they are not alone on getting resources and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like, you know, like get them, help them understand everything. What?
Because not everybody understands the resources and how to navigate those resources, right? So having somebody who's educated in that field, not necessarily a college education or something along those lines, but somebody has working experience in these fields of just from doing it themselves and then learning through trial and error on how to navigate those systems and then helping the next person go through the same thing. Absolutely. So if you could sum it up in 2 sentences, what would you say to everyone out there that's still struggling?
There's hope for them and help.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. There is. And that help can start here. Archangel Recovery and Reintegration Ministry. If you don't know where to go or who to reach out to, please get a hold of us. You can reach us at 320-348-0990 or archangelministry@gmail.com. Give us a call, touch base with us, and we'd love to help you out.
And also, like, my best friend, Travis, he was volunteer here. Like, he helped redo the roofing and the siding. You know, he always gave back
Mm-hmm.
too. Like we want to help you before you lose your life to addiction.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We'd rather listen to your problems than give a eulogy.
Yeah.
Right? Amen to that. Well, thank you so very much for your time, Cara. Again, for all those that are out there watching, hope is available and love is here. Just reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you out. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, let me see if I shut it off.